Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to the Vampire Amazon Challenge in The Sims 4. We are following the reign of Queen Darling Cloudy Snarl, who has recently discovered the tangled friendships of her court. She's been surprised to learn that the easygoing smiles of her counselors and noble ladies have been hiding more than she was aware of. From rivalries to failed romances, her vampires have been up to quite a few things in the shadows. And now it might be time for the Queen to unravel their secrets. When we left off in the last episode, quite a few things happened, mainly the Queen discovering that her court is not as calm as she thought it was, and not everyone is kind of friends the way she had imagined, especially not her counselors, who have been keeping, I think, relations cordial in front of the Queen, but that's not necessarily the case anymore, because when Billy decided to go off at Miko was actually in the attached wing where we have our pool with the Queen, and Billy, I think, wasn't paying too much attention to the fact that the Queen was there because all she could see, she was tunnel visioned. All she could see was Miko, and she wanted to go off at Miko. And the Queen was sitting here and she kind of witnessed everything. That was the first time she ever saw Billy react that way. You know, Billy, who she's the closest to, so it was a bit of a shock. And then we had Lady Lily kind of acting suspicious because Lily invited Miko and Akira to play cards with her, and then she was kind of staring at the both of them. And the Queen was obviously looking between Akira and Miko, being really concerned because of that lashing out that Billy had towards Miko. And then she started thinking to herself, like, has the court been this chaotic the whole time and I just was disconnected from it? So the Queen might start investigating this a little bit more and no longer be as disconnected from the turmoils of her court and the lives of her court members. So that is something to keep an eye out for. The other thing was Akira. Now, Akira has been thinking a lot to herself. And why is Victor... I don't know who this is, Victor. But yeah, Akira's been thinking a lot to herself. And yes, she can't deny her feelings for Miko, but her personality, maybe her aspirations, her goals, her motivation for staying in the court has changed a lot from when she came in, not too long after she came in. And I think for Akira, her romance with Miko was an unexpected development, but she is not in the court for a relationship, and she did not enter court to pursue that. So I think for her, Lady Miko this whole time has been a distraction that she did not necessarily want for herself. And she got so tangled up and caught up in it that she forgot it's a distraction. And only recently, she's been reminding herself that, hold on a second, this is not why I came into court in the first place. This is not what I'm supposed to be, caught up in. This is not what I'm supposed to be thinking about and expending energy on. Lady Miko is supposed to be a court member I am to maintain good relations with, but she is not someone I'm meant to give up court life for, in essence, or she's not someone that I need to pursue at the cost of having a balanced court life. I need to focus on myself and my bloodline. I need to focus on gaining influence, establishing myself in court with everyone. I need to stop trapping myself within this one relationship, which is what Miko has become for Akira. So I actually think, guys, Akira is going to start distancing herself, at least for now, from Miko, because she has kind of realized in holding back that this is not what she wants. She was getting distracted. That's all Miko is, a distraction. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. So let's start off with Lady Billy. She is chatting with... Guys, do you see what I see? I see a romance bar with the Queen. I see a flippin' romance bar with the Queen. Oh my goodness. Billy? Well, guys, if we needed confirmation that it is platonic between Billy and Akira, this is our confirmation. Billy has eyes on the Queen. Billy has eyes on the flippin' queen. Okay, well, she wants to tell a joke. So who does she have the closest relationship with? Let's see. She's got a 74 with Lily. She has a 84 with Akira. She has a 35 with Miko and a 68 with Queen Darling. So I think she's going to go to Akira, who she's already going to. She's going to go spa with Akira, but I think a lot of this is her just wanting to kind of get all of her excitement out and to tell Akira about her new romance with Queen Darling. But she's going to tell Akira a joke. So let's come here. She's going to tell her maybe a joke about old times. And she is going to spill the beans on the things developing between her and the queen. And you know what? I kind of wonder if maybe the queen approached Billy, because obviously Billy's the one she's going to go to in order to find out more about what's happening between all the ladies, and as queen, she now realizes she's a bit disconnected, and even though she might not always intervene, she wants to know the state of her court. That's kind of important for her. And so I am assuming as her closest counselor, she went to Billy to find out what exactly has been going on and what exactly has been happening. So Billy updated the queen on the happenings of court, and I think in doing so she gained the queen's trust a little bit more and was able to kind of push the boundaries with some flirtations. I don't know who initiated it because I wasn't paying attention, but I'm assuming this conversation played a big role in her getting close to the queen. So she's coming to Akira. She's joking around about old times, about Akira's romantic problems, and she's saying that how funny that now that Akira has kind of dusted off her problems or her romantic relationships in court, Billy has found herself some romance. So I think that's what's going on between them. Now Miko wanted to hug someone. I feel like Miko still hasn't given up on Akira, even though everything with Akira is like so confusing to her. And I think more than anything, she probably wants answers from her now because of how Billy lashed out at her after seemingly putting their rivalry to rest. So now Miko doesn't know if she did that because of something Akira said. She doesn't know if Billy's doing that because Billy wants to intervene on their romance. Like, she's just confused about everything in general. So who does she have the closest relationship with right now? She's got a 35 with Billy, a 38 with Lily, a 57 with the queen, and a 69 with Akira. I do like to check most times because you never know when things may change, because there are times when I let these ladies roam autonomously and they interact with each other, and they could end up having a change that's unexpected. So I don't like to assume, even though we kind of know. But look, Akira and Billy together again, but she's gonna go to Akira, and she's gonna ask Akira for a hug. But honestly, think about it. If you keep doing this over and over again to someone even who you might have been best friends with, seeking this sort of affection, and you keep getting denied and rejected, wouldn't you be humiliated after a while? Like, you keep humiliating yourself over and over again. And look, again, in front of Billy, Akira has pushed Miko away. I think, Miko's embarrassed. I think it's pretty clear that Miko for Akira is a friendship within the court, but it is not an invitation to romance, which is something that maybe Miko has confused. And her confusion was confusing Akira because Akira thought that that's kind of the way she was leaning too, but she has kind of clarified things within her own mind that no, that's not what she's about. So I'm going to consider this done, even though poor Miko is now embarrassed and she didn't manage to get that done. And then Akira wants to analyze a book. Look at that. Akira wants alone time. She wants some distraction from Miko. She doesn't want necessarily to interact with Miko. We do have a book, so she is going to analyze. She's going to just grab whatever book she has. She's going to sit down by the fireplace. She's going to analyze. And I feel like in a lot of ways, her grabbing a book and reading a book is Akira's way of telling Miko, like, do not disturb me. Like, don't talk to me. I want to be alone right now. I don't want to be disturbed right now. I don't want to get into a conversation. I don't want to discuss us. I don't want to discuss anything. I just want to be on my own. So that's kind of where things stand with Miko. Again, something unexpected for the two of them. But I think for Akira, this makes a lot of sense. This does make a lot of sense. Also, what do you mean by I have not paid what I need to pay? Like, I paid everything. What do you mean you're gonna repossess? I paid everything. I don't know what they're gonna repossess. I hope I notice. I might. If it's something I need to use, I might notice. Ay. Okay, yeah, Akira. She's gonna continue being by herself, finishing up this book, analyzing this book. I feel like this might be therapeutic for her, trying to figure out her own thoughts. And you know what? I actually feel like Akira probably feels a lot more calm and at ease now that she has resolved within herself that this is actually how she feels. So we'll see how things go between Akira and Miko in the future. But I feel like the wisest thing for Miko to do would be to give up. Because I don't think there's an avenue over here. Akira is not receptive. And if Miko keeps being adamant, she's going to destroy whatever friendship that she does have with Miko right now. So I'm sure that's not something she would want in the long term. And their relationship isn't bad right now. If she keeps going, she might actually ruin their relationship. So okay, Akira, look, she feels really good having done that. And then with Lady Lily. So Lily wants to solve some hard problems. Yeah, she's wanting to think about what she witnessed at the card table. And I think at this point, Lily has managed to kind of work out, based on the Queen's expressions, that something did happen between Miko and Akira, and Billy was involved, and I think she's been talking to some of the acolytes, and she has kind of pieced together, essentially, that Billy went off at Miko. I don't know if Akira's aware of it, but I think even if Akira was, she would want to ignore it, because becoming aware of it means she has to react to it in some way, and she doesn't want to get involved at all. But yeah, I love that we're talking about how Lily knows. And what does Lily want to do? She's like wanting to go and chat with Akira, just to confirm what she's already puzzled together in her head. But now she has some interesting tidbits of information. And if something does happen in the future, we can keep an eye on Lily to see if maybe she's the one who's causing some of this strife. Okay, look, she's invited Akira to her chambers. She's invited Akira to her chambers already to maybe confirm wherever it was that she has discovered. And I think I could totally see Lily, like if Akira is not wanting to get involved, I could see Lily prodding Akira about it, like saying to her, did you know that Billy went off at Miko? Like, were you aware of this? She went off at Miko for you. And I love how Akira, like we said, she doesn't want to get involved. So she's kind of walking out. She's not really acknowledging it. She's not really answering, or giving a clear answer at least, and she's just walking out. And I think that, for Lily, has just confirmed everything that she heard. Yeah. And now she's going to Billy. She's getting all sides of the story. Okay. Our Queenie, meanwhile, is in her 3rd trimester. She wants to play a prank. So let's see. Who does she have the closest relationship with? We have a 45 with Lily, 57 with Miko, 49 with Akira, and 68 with Billy. So it's obviously going to be with Billy. So she's going to go to Billy, and she is going to play... Was it a prank? I think it was a prank. She's going to play a prank on Billy. And this time around, she's probably going to say, my water broke. I'm about to have this baby. When that's not necessarily the case. She's probably going to freak Billy out, right? Like that. Okay. Well, she's pretty much hijacked Lily's attempt to go talk to Billy. Now Lily's going elsewhere because the queen's going down. I don't think Lily wants to come across as a troublemaker to the queen. She's really like quiet, very demure in front of the queen when that's not necessarily the case. She's very, very scheming. But yeah, the queen is having some fun with Billy. I think she's entered a whole new level of comfort with her, especially with the romance that started blooming between the two of them. So that's all nice and well. But wow, guys, dynamics have changed quite a bit, haven't they? They have changed quite a bit. And you know what? I think since the queen is actually going to give birth at 11 a.m. tomorrow, I might just skip to then. I might skip to the baby shower. I think that'll be fun for us. So I'll see you guys in a bit. It is 11 a.m. on Thursday and everyone is gathered up on the 3rd floor for the queen to have her second baby. And before we get into this, I did remind myself to roll to see if she would die from childbirth. The queen right now has a 2% chance of dying from childbirth and she rolled an 18, so she is safe, guys. She is going to survive this birth. Now, something I wanted to mention before we get into the actual baby being born is a change that has happened with the queen prior to this. So I let the ladies go about autonomously and do whatever it is they wanted to do. We did hunting as well to get their thirst up, and then they kind of went around relaxing. I think the queen slept a bit, had some baths, and we were just prepping for the birth, and everyone started coming up around 9 a.m. Now, obviously, with our vampires interacting autonomously with members of court, I noticed just before coming up that the queen went to Lady Lily's chamber to speak to her. And while she was in Lady Lily's chamber, she got the paranoid trait. She started becoming paranoid after talking to Lily. And I wonder if Lily told the queen that she had a dream, that the queen had a prince, or that she had a really difficult birth and maybe her chance of surviving was quite slim. I don't know what the heck she told the queen, but obviously she really, really spooked Queen Darling. And now I think the queen is going to be quite stressed going into this birth. So let's go ahead and see whether or not she is going to have a boy or a girl, if it's going to be a prince or a princess. But okay, guys, here we go. Here we go. Where is the actual father of this child? Because we have Victor, but Victor is not the baby's father. Like, where is he? I don't even know where Arun is. Arun was the baby's father. I have no clue where he is. Is he down here? Arun is all the way down here. Bud, you should be upstairs. Every other birth we've had, which has only been, 2 other births, but every other one, the fathers have been in the birth chamber with the mother. He's the only one that is being way too lax. But that's fine. That's fine. We are going to just wait it out with the queen. I think she's very, very nervous right now. Very, very nervous. And it's a girl. It's another princess. Okay, this is great. I am glad that Lady Lily was proven wrong, but also I can already see her causing trouble. I was not expecting her to cause trouble in that way. But yeah, she's already starting to cause trouble. And it's not as though she can, like, the queen can say that Lily's the one that's wishing she has a boy or wishing that she passes away from one of these children. No, the way Lily said it was, I had a dream that is making me feel very, very uncomfortable, and I felt that I should share it with you. I just needed to get it off my chest. Like, no, keep it to yourself, jeez. Okay, this is going to be Princess Nydia. Princess Nydia Cloudy Snarl. So welcome to the family. We have another princess, so we have a spare, which is very important, and it's just the one child. Look at that. This means, guys, that our lovely Queen Darling is going to get +1 influence point from this birth, and she's going to have a total of 6 influence points. This queen has not had a single loss up until this point. She has had like win after win after win. Literally no influence losses. This is amazing. This is really, really good. Okay, well, our little princess, Princess Nydia, welcome to the family. I am very, very happy to have you with us. And funnily enough, Victor was here to witness your birth, not your actual father. I don't even know what he's doing right now. He's doing something downstairs. He has not made it into the birth chamber. But guys, with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. When we come back next time, I think the next vampires we have in the breeding order is Lady Miko. And I think with the current story context that we have going on right now, it is going to be a very interesting time for Miko to finally have her breeding. Yeah. So okay guys, finally with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.